Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 13th through the 19th. I'm going to be taking a look at the person on your mind, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, the connection between the two of you. I will be clarifying each card, so energies can change as I clarify. This is general and it may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel as it helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. Please remember that time is fluid, so this could be something that happened in your past, currently in your present, or coming up in your future. Roles can be reversed, so take what applies to you, the person on your mind, your situation, and leave the rest. At the end of your reading, I will be pulling an oracle message from Whispers of Love Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Show me, how does Sagittarius feel about the person on their mind? How does this person feel about Sagittarius? Okay, and show me the connection between the two. Okay. Okay, in this connection, we have the Judgment card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So the connection of what I can see, and it's not a bad reading. I see a lot of enlightening things in this reading that you're probably looking for answers on. You already pretty much know this person and their demeanor, so that's not new to you. But in this connection, I do see, trying to give things a chance, but it's this awakening of this person is just friend zoning me or not moving and progressing towards, they're taking their sweet time to move things in the next direction, which energetically makes you feel like you two have reached a point of no return, wanting to walk away or take a step back here. It's like they want to learn more before they head towards that ninth cup. They need to take their time making that judgment call, but you feel they're just being stubborn because the way you feel about this person, the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands, you feel like you've invested a lot in them and they're very stubborn. You feel like they won't change their mind. You know this person loves you and you love them and you want this relationship, but this person keeps running away from it. They're inconsistent. They, are there and then they're not there. And so you feel like their stubbornness gets in the way of you two having a very united relationship because of like either their young demeanor or their inconsistency. Now, the way they feel about you is the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So looking at, this relationship between the two of you, they're just being patient and they feel like, it's still going good, but it's moving really slow. They know I love them. I do love them, but they are not moving fast at all. There's a lot of waiting and feeling like, is this going to grow into something much more? But I get it. I see where you're coming from. So let's go ahead and you notice in these cards, we have a lot of emotions with the blue. We have a little bit of the yellow, which shows that the sun, happy, very happy card. The sun is above in this Lovers card right here. Also, I feel like this angel up here in this Lovers card is the same concept of the Judgment card. This angel looking at people down below and judging them in a way like, okay, either it's good or it's bad. What do you want? What do you want from this? But the sun is so warm and inviting, and it's an overall really good card, excitement and growth and happiness, right? But then we have these gray areas in the other cards. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to let go and I'm holding on, but we're in a gray area. So how do we get out of that gray area? Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this Four of Pentacles. this is where you take that step back, and I feel it in your connection. So the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Death card, as well as the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So, you've invested a lot in this person, but the lack of them making a decision, or you two being at a crossroads of if this person wants to share a life with you or not and accept this transformation and change, is becoming more difficult for you. And so I do see you deciding to, you know what? I'm just not going to talk to them right now. I'm going to focus on me, and I'm just going to end things, meaning like you're taking a step back even though you care about this person, and you are determined to move in the direction of either they're going to want me or they're not. And the only way I'm going to know, since they keep stalling and they keep waiting and waiting, is I'm going to step back. And if they want to be with me, they'll prove it. So, ooh. Testing them. There you go. Yeah. Let's clarify that, Lovers. All right. And so we have the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Temperance card, as well as the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. You do really care about this person, and you feel like they are your soulmate. This is somebody you could spend the rest of your life with, but you're practicing patience, meaning that I'm only giving what I'm getting out of this. This is what you want, but you're not getting entirely that from them. Some of you even end up moving on with somebody else that feels more aligned. And the Lovers card is at the bottom of the deck again. So, but I'm seeing that, in this situation, you do want it to work out with this person, but everything in moderation. I'm not going to push because I'm taking that step back. They need to know that I really care about them, but they need to show up. Maybe taking that step back is where you're feeling they're going to show up and say, like, I want this relationship and I want this union. Because if they don't, that's where you're going to cut ties with them. Let's go ahead and clarify that Knight of Wands. And some of you moving on with somebody else causes a reaction out of them to come back and be like, hey, wait a minute, Sagittarius. So the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, the World card at the bottom of the deck. And see, that's what I'm saying for some of you, where this person comes rushing back to talk to you, make things right, and they're very drawn to you, is because you end up with somebody else. That chapter has closed. You're like, I'm sorry, it's closed. I also see that the inconsistency where this person will say certain things and what they give you is so little. It's like they tell you little about what they want and expect you two to be intimate, passionate with one another. And that's where you're learning a lot of, no, I'm closing that chapter on this. You can't just come back into my life and think we can just have makeup sex or whatever and that fixes everything, because that doesn't fix everything. You got to communicate with me. You got to tell me what you want. And I understand it's frustrating when you don't have answers. So let's go ahead and clarify that Seven of Pentacles. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. They give themselves excuses of being too busy at times. It's like they are waiting, looking at the situation, evaluating it, and waiting to tell you that they love you or how they feel or be supportive of you, because, they're not easily won over with their heart. The Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I get they are exhausted with work and stuff too. It's like we have to wait, but they really need to talk to you about things. And when they get to that point of that Queen of Swords of wanting to tell you how they feel, then they break that communication. It's like they can't get it out entirely. And they're like, I just have been so busy and things have been this and that and the other. Let's go ahead and clarify that Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Things moving very slow here, where they are in their mind and doubtful, and that's where they start creating these boundaries, or they feel like you're creating more boundaries. But it's just a lot of waiting and waiting and waiting. And the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. So they're rethinking what they want in this situation with you. It's like, did they ever know what they wanted to begin with? And I get the frustration of why you're seeing things clearly and you're making that final judgment call like, hey, look, I'm walking away from this. I can't stay in this situation anymore because it's slowly dragging. They just procrastinate on even doing anything here. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Cups. Do they love you? They absolutely have love for you. Absolutely. They just cannot express it. They follow their heart. They get too in their mind. That Queen of Cups is clarified by the King of, oh, wow. See? The King of Wands, the Fool, and then the Five of Swords. So when they come around to tell you how they really feel and that they're in love with you, they chase after you, take this chance, and then they feel very conflicted. They feel like you play games with them because you're in another relationship or you're moving on. Why would you do this? And that, that's what happens. When people wait too long. And even if you're already over that and closing out the chapter because they wait too long, they need to speed this up. Let's go ahead and get the outcome between the two of you. I see a reconciliation here. Where it's going to go, is it going to be friendship or much more? Just depends on the situation between the two of you. We have the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. Some of you, there is that third party, meaning you've moved on and they come back wanting you, and you're in another situation and you're happy. And so that's where that chapter is closed with this person. It keeps going back to that and reiterating it, but they want to reconcile. They want a chance here. They want to have things with you again because then they realize what they've lost. There's also the fact that life is really good and you two have this chance to be open and spend some time together and see where things go. The World card, though, you're going to learn a lot more about if this is something you want to stay in or not. So I get two different scenarios here, but I don't see you putting your life on hold for somebody who is putting the relationship on hold between the two of you. You're still moving, forward. Can't move backwards. Not going to stay still. You don't want to be in that stagnation. So let's go ahead and get a couple of oracle messages for you, Sagittarius. All right. The first one that comes out is simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And I feel like that is what you display. You give it as much as you can. You get to the point of, I'm tired, I'm frustrated. This person isn't giving what I'm putting out. And demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. And it is important, but if this person can't meet you halfway, I understand why you're moving in a different direction. We have back to what you love, evaluate your desires, which is at the bottom of the deck, and that is definitely what you are doing here. So this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. If it resonates, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.